Hi folks, it's Jody with Strength and Wisdom Tarot. Here to do mid-June readings for all zodiac signs. Yes, they are general readings. Take what applies. If it applies, you know what to do with the rest. Thank you for everyone who has liked, subscribed, shared to my channel. You guys rock! And if anyone would like a personal reading with me, all that info is in the box below. You can also go to my website at strengthandwisdom1.webs.com and check out my merchandise, my services, pricing, all that good jazz. Oh, also on Wednesdays, I go live at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Come join me in a great bunch of peeps to do a look at all zodiac signs, and doing a random reading live too. A little chit chat in there. So come, mingle. All right. Gemini. Let's see what's crack-a-lacking with you. Mid-June 2020. All right, Jimmies. I think there is a karmic test coming your way to see if you have actually learned a lesson or not. Now, this could also be, your part of the lesson as a resolution, so somebody else can learn something. Yeah. So let's get into it. Bottom of the deck. Whoa. Gemini, you get death. Scorpio card. Could be dealing with Scorpio. Death is a game changer. Death is about transformation. It doesn't have to be a physical death. This could be, an old thought process, old habit, old way of thinking, old way of doing things. Has come and ran its course. Whether there is any use for it anymore, doesn't serve you anymore. But this is a major change here, Gemmies. And I think this major change, brings opportunity with it. If you're the one that had to learn a lesson. So, Gems, let's get in it. We're going to start off with the Eight of Cups. Now, this is the emotionally checking out of a situation. Leaving a situation behind. It's not emotionally fulfilling. And what's crossing the help or hinder is that you have the Ace of Wands. Now, here's the universe giving you this opportunity, whether you take it or not, to move on something, create something, a new creative endeavor. But it's action. And it's a new action, a new course of action, something that you haven't done before. Gemmies, with anything, when you want something to change, something has to end to bring that change in. Couldn't help but look. After change, there's your card. Queen of Swords, as well as Libra and Aquarius. So it seems to me, Gemmies, that you want something to change. Either you're going to be walking away from something, you already did walk away from something to invite change in. Because in your foundation, Gems, you have karma. Now, it looks to me like the Moon card, and the Moon likes to hide things, lies, secrets, deception. But, sometimes karma can be dharma, which is good karma. So it's kind of weird here, Gemmies, because sometimes somebody's karmic debt to pay actually turns out to go in your favor. I'm not saying it had to be a starring role in something, but if you contributed to changing somebody or a situation for the good, no matter how it turns out, you know what I mean? Something good will come back to you. And like I said before, Jem, sometimes, you're part of the solution, the resolution, and you're not part of the problem. And that would be for the other half to figure out. Man up, woman up to it. But this is very karma based. That something comes back around. And Gemini, if you tell the universe, oh, I will never do that again, the universe is like, all right, let's see. So here is your test, I feel. Because if a lesson was learned, somebody got it, things will change for them. And it's the opposite way too, Gems. If something comes back around and you do the same thing, the same resolution as you would previously, nothing changes. Or what changes is that the situation just gets worse. But I do believe something changed here, Gems. There's going to be a major shift for you. Crowning your reading is a Knight of Cups. Now here comes a messenger of something heartfelt, something sentimental. This could be an apology, or it could be a compliment, or someone expressing, their feelings, genuinely, something coming from the heart. And that crowning the reading here, Gems, if a situation before that you came at it analytically, because you are the air sign, the thinker, the facts, the figures, the numbers. But if this time around you show a little compassion, it could be the game changer. That it's not all, daggers and, warfare or whatever. Now remember, this could be the energy coming towards you, the energy you're putting out there, friendship, partnership, loveship, family, however it applies. But in the recent past, you have the 10 of Rods. Now this is feeling like the weight of the world on your shoulders, carrying all the weight, a heavy load. But 10's are at the end of a cycle here, Gems. A couple more steps and he has to drop the load, thus going back to zero. A cycle ends. And I think something did end. Maybe you did have to walk away from something. Gems, maybe you will walk away from something, and that's the new course of action. Because going into your future, get the 6 of Rods. Now this is overcoming a battle and being victorious, coming back from a battle and being victorious. Accolades, props, recognition, winning. So Gems, you're coming out of something that seemed very heavy. And you came through with flying colors. Thus, that being over, thus transforming your situation to something that was very heavy to something that's very victorious. Now, how the situation sees you, they're looking at you as the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, or somebody just takes on the properties. And she's very intuitive. She's got her emotions even keel. She's got the poker face. This is somebody who could be dying inside, but they'll never let you know it. They won't give you that satisfaction. But it's mastery of the emotions. They get them all under control, and the situation's looking at you like this. Calm, cool, collective. You're good. I almost feel like you've overcame something, and now it's like you can sit back and reflect. And glad something came to an end, or is finally at an end. So the situation's looking at you, Gems, like you get it all together. You're emotionally sound after losing 10 rods. But in your environment, Gems, you have the Emperor. Now this is usually depicted as Aries, Taurus energy here. He's the king of all kings here. He doesn't run a kingdom, he runs an empire. Usually somebody older, been around the block, can show you a few things. But it's about being in control. And having control. Staying in control. Now, you could be dealing with an authoritative-like person, father-like person, boss. Or somebody who just, has control. This even could be your energy here, Gems. That you're sitting in that throne. Because you earned the right to be there because you already went through something heavy. And that might be the proof. The universe wants to see through everything that you've gone through that you kept it together. And you showed some compassion. Gems, when you can own up to your partner role in anything, that's part of the healing process. That's when things change. Because it's not this one's fault, it's not that one's fault. You claim some of it as your own. And that is having total control of yourself and change. Now, in your hopes and in your fears, you get the 3 of Wands. This is success. Taking that new course of action, Gemmies, that new course of action, walking away from something. It's more than just thought now. It's being done. That there's some success out of it. There's something to look forward to. Ships come in for you. And Gems, when you make a conscious decision, you want something to change in your life, and you take those steps to make something change, something will change. Heavily burdened to overcoming that battle, being good with yourself and the people around you, that's winning. Being in the driver's seat now, Gems, totally winning. And maybe before that you didn't have the control, or thought you didn't, you will now. The question isn't what you're going to do with the Gems, because your outcome card, it's a 4 of Swords. Now this is taking a pause, taking a breath, taking a step back, reprioritizing, re-strategizing, making a plan B. Kind of stepping back a bit. And really focusing, where do you want to put your power? You're in the driver's seat. You're in control. And not only analytically, but your emotions, you're good too. And things are going to come your way. Because you made this conscious decision. If this is your karmic test, Gems, you passed it. You did learn that lesson. And because you did, now everything's going to change for you. And for the better. Remember, Gems, you're winning. So that is what I have for you. Please keep on liking, subscribing, sharing to my channel. Don't forget about Wednesdays, going live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join me. Till then, take care.